morning, Saxons, and welcome to Saxon TV. I'm Bradley.
And I'm River. Today is Tuesday, January 27th, and the final show of this semester. Let's get started.
Our top story today involves the city of Salem on January 12th. The city sent a letter request to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The letter asked the Army Corps to delay the drawdown of Detroit Lake. City leaders say the delay is important. They want to make sure Salem residents have safe drinking water this winter. Detroit Lake is a major source of water for the city. Officials hope the Army Corps will approve this request.
Turning now to school news, South Salem High School students have finals this week. Finals will take place from today through the 29th. Today, students will take exams for periods 1 through 3. Wednesday will be periods 4 and 5. And Thursday will be all 6 periods, 6 from 8. All 3 days will end early at 1 p.m. Finals will determine students' semester grades.
We'll be right back after the short break for sports and weather.
Hello, Saxons. This Tuesday, January 27th, we got a lot happening in the world of sports. So listen up. There are multiple wrestling events taking place. The girls' varsity basketball team will be home at South 7 p.m. while the boys' varsity team hits the road to take on Clackamas High School. On top of that, our swim team will be competing at the Kroc Center against West Salem High School at 4 p.m. Busy day, Saxons. Look forward to Friday. Make sure to support our girls' varsity basketball team as they travel to Sprague for 6:30 p.m. Tip-off. Let's show up and show out. And don't forget, next Tuesday, we'll have a girls' junior varsity basketball game here at South against North Salem, starting at 5 p.m. That's all for sports.
Good morning, Saxons. It'll be 54 on Friday with a low of 44. On Saturday, it'll be a high of 52 with a low of 44 again. On Sunday, it'll be a high of 54 with a low of 47. On Monday, it'll be rainy with a high of 60 and a low of 54. And on Tuesday, also rainy with a high of 64 and a low of 56.
Looking for something to do this month? McNary High School is performing the musical Chicago. The show is a teen edition of the Broadway classic. Performances ran from January 22nd through the 24th. They continue January 29th to the 31st. Each show begins at 7 p.m. The musical follows Roxy Hart and Velma Kelly. Both women are arrested for the murder of their husbands. The show is open to the community.
On January 29th, Salem honored Martin Luther King Jr. Day. More than 200 people took part in a peace walk. The event was organized by Salem Kaiser NAACP and was also supported by the Salem Leadership Foundation. The walk began at McKay High School. It ended at church on Northeast Silverton Road. The event focused on unity and reflection.
Also on MLK Day, hundreds gathered at the Oregon State Capitol to come together to honor Dr. King's legacy. They also protested ICE and immigration policies. American and Mexican flags were displayed, music was played, and they showed reward drinks like chaparrado. Several speakers addressed civil rights and immigration.
In state news, Google is facing opposition in the Dalles. The company wants more water for its data center. The center already uses about 1/3 of the city's water supply. Google requested access to water from Mount Hood National Forest. The water would be used to cool its servers. City officials have denied the request. They say the city will not base water use on Google's needs.
Looking ahead, the Salem Kaiser School District is hosting a community event. It's called the State of the District. The event takes place on February 24th, 2026. It will be held at McKay High School. The time is 6 to 7:30 p.m. The event highlights the work behind everyday school life.
And finally, some lighter news. The Oregon Zoo has welcomed a new polar bear. The bear's name is Kalik. Kalik is settling into the zoo in Portland. Zoo officials say the bear supports conservation efforts. The goal is to help protect the polar bear population.
That's all for today's Saxon TV.
Thanks for watching. Good luck with finals.
We'll see you next time.